So when I was younger, this would have been like, it's either 7th or 8th grade, probably 7th. Doesn't really matter. It was middle school. Literally like the shittiest, probably some of the shittiest years of my life, my school life anyways. But, yeah, so one time I was in music class. I still remember the music teacher's name, Miss Horn. I still remember every single person's name, but it's either here nor there. Anyways, Miss Horn was in our music class. Now, I don't remember what we were talking about, but she had obviously prompted me to talk about something, and I don't even remember what I'm talking about. I guess it's not important. But I started talking about something that I thought was important to me. And one of my biggest bullies back then, her name was Samantha. Can't remember her last name. Isn't that weird? Her name was Samantha. And I'm like in the middle of telling this story that I thought was really important. And she just popped out of nowhere and just screamed at me, "Nobody cares." And immediately I just shut down, and I was just holding back the tears because like it was something that like really, really hurt my feelings. And then, her just screaming at me, and I think it was just, it was a lot of like, oh shit, just so embarrassing, And then, her and all of my other little bullies are sitting together and just laughing. And then, of course, it was like 2 seconds. It felt like a lifetime. But then it was like 2 seconds later, Miss Horn got on to her and made her feel like like just the tiniest little human in the room. So that gave me great pleasure to know that the teacher had my back, because even the teachers back then bullied me. So, yeah, it was a really weird time, but she had my back, because I'm sure she probably recognized like a fellow creative, a fellow outcast, a fellow fucking weirdo. But anyways, she said something to her, and I just remember, I'll never forget that bitch's face. My bully's face. Like, she felt exactly what I felt in that moment. It was like instantaneous karma. But anyways, it just gets me thinking, like these people, these memories, these situations, they can oftentimes just be like our greatest motivators in life. That is something that happened so long ago. Don't even ask me the years. I mean, how old are you when you're in 7th grade? Like 11 or 12? I'm 37 now, almost 38. So you do the math, and that shit has stuck with me for this long. And I think that's where a lot of this comes from. I think that's why I typically just like record random shit by myself. Like I just sit here and I'm just talking to myself right now. Because it's like you don't really think it does. You don't want to admit that it has stuck with you for this long. Because I mean, it does kind of feel a little bit pathetic that I've let just somebody that doesn't even matter now. Like I'm not friends with her, to have no idea what she's doing, if she's even dead or alive. But so truly somebody that just does not fucking matter and hold any sort of weight in my life actually holds a lot of weight in my life. Isn't that weird? I think it's weird. And just how we'll hold on to certain things like that. But it's something that's why I'm sitting here doing this, is because like a lot of times I feel like the way I communicate is very rambly. Like this is where like the inner critic comes in, right? I feel like the way I communicate is just very rambly. I feel like a lot of it doesn't make sense. When I just allow myself the freedom to just communicate however it is I want to communicate, and I don't censor myself, and I don't try so hard to like formulate my thoughts into things that make sense, for other people, so other people can digest what I'm saying better. Or so, maybe I think that they'll listen to me if I sound smarter or more put together. I mean, I don't know, But this just feels so good, just allowing myself just the freedom to just get on here and just ramble and just not make any sense at all. Or maybe I do make sense to you. I mean, I don't know. I have no fucking idea. But this is me, I think, just giving myself permission and the freedom to just communicate how I want to communicate. And I know that nobody is probably going to listen to this. So I think that's just making me feel like a lot more safer, I think, from judgments, because this is just, I think I'm just coming at it from a place of just like, I really could give two fucking shits if one single human fucking listened to this. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a creative. So I'm going to throw it out there, because it's like there's also this little part of me inside that is like, well, you know, maybe this will just like help other people like me. Maybe somehow they'll find me and or maybe somebody will draw some sort of inspiration from all of these like weird ramblings, like, what do you call, like brain dumps. I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm just on here like brain dumping. So I don't know. I mean, I guess that's why I'm also like, I have a desire to just throw it out there and, you know, whatever. But it's like also this like knowing that nobody's probably going to listen. Because I mean, that's why I'm sitting here doing what I'm doing, is because I feel like nobody cares. And that nobody cares what I have to say, and nobody's going to listen. But anyways, it also, like, when I was talking to my fiance about it, and just was like so lit up by this idea of just like taking this major fucking wound that I have, that nobody cares about you and nobody cares what you have to say, or like, you know, you're not smart, you don't know what you're talking about, all of this shit, right? I was like, you know, talking to him about this idea and how it's almost like I'm taking this wound and just shining a light on it. This wound around my communication and stuff, and just shining just the brightest fucking spotlight on it and throwing it out there publicly for anybody to listen to. I mean, I guess if they find it and they want to, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm just trying to heal myself. heal this wound, make myself feel better, just maybe have an outlet for it instead of just feeling like I can't, like I'm turning my can't into a can through this. Like I can do whatever I want, and I can do it simply for the joy of doing it. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. I can do whatever I want and not worry about like receiving any sort of outside validation. I mean, it could be as deep as that, or it could just be as surface level as, you know, me just getting in here and brain dumping while the baby's taking a nap and the other two kids are satisfied. But anyways, I guess this episode is dedicated to all of the people that just wish I would shut up. All of the people that told me nobody cares what I have to say. Especially that's the Samanthas of the world. The bullies. So, okay.